Hello, guys. Welcome back. Now, tonight, oh, yes, the conversation is grown and the tea is served with elegance. We all know what attraction feels like the spark, the butterflies, the I can't stop thinking about them type energy. But here's the twist: what happens when the person we fantasize about isn't the person we actually function well with in real life? So, again, tonight we're talking about the gap in between the fantasy that pulls us in and the reality we're truly built for. And trust me, this conversation might challenge a few of your preferences, patterns, and maybe even your type. So grab your drink and let's sip on the truth gracefully, of course. Let's go ahead and welcome the number one co-host to the stage, Ree with the T. How you doing
Hey,
tonight,
how
Ree?
everyone is doing? I'm
Mm,
doing lovely. How about you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I haven't
How
drunk
you
another.
doing?
I haven't been drinking enough of this yet, just yet. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna get there.
All right, well, let's get into it. Let's be honest. Let's be honest for a minute. A lot of us have been confused attraction or compatibility. Then we act surprised when it don't work. Tonight, let's talk about the difference between wanting someone and being able to actually build with them.
Mhm.
Let y'all think on that about for a minute. Can I build with you or I
That
just like look?
that's true. So let's let them ponder on
Come
that
in,
for
tell
a
me
minute.
I'm not
Now,
going
we
anywhere.
do have a male guest here that we're going to go ahead and bring up before we get too deep into it. We're going to welcome Alan from Southern Louisiana. He's a professional photographer and correct me if I pronounce this wrong because my tongue, I don't know. Vid
Come on
videographer.
in.
Whatever. Come on up here, Alan. Hey, Alan.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
We doing good. We happy to have you tonight.
Happy to be here, man.
So tonight, as you can see, we have our number one co-host, Ree with the T. She's gonna take this thing by the horns tonight and make her girl proud. So, Ree, you see we got our people in the chat right there, Ree. We have Patricia, my loyalty mama. Welcome to the show, Mom. We have my cousin Betty. Hey there, Betty. Thank you for coming in. And we also
Hello,
have the
hello.
Watson family. Welcome, Watson family. Hey, Derek, Earl, and the rest of the crew. So I'm gonna be quiet for a moment, sip on my little thing I have over here, and let Ree take those rings. What you got for us, Ree?
Can y'all hear me? It's like it's going in and out.
It kind of
Okay,
seemed like it.
attraction gets your attention, but compatibility gets your peace. Most most people chase sparks, but sparks don't heat a home. Let's talk about how we confuse chemistry with connection. How you feel about that, Mr. Allen?
That's a great question. Chemistry with connection. I think you need to have a great can some great chemistry with person because you gotta see if you're compatible. Because sometimes it's after opposites attract, but is the opposite person really the person for you? Um, I used that analogy the other day. Y'all women like to go out, look all jazzy, beautiful, dress up, get your heels on. So you put those heels on, get to the event, you're in the heels for about half an hour, 45 minutes. What happens? Those heels come off. So is those heels really practical versus you buying a pair of sneakers or some tennis shoes and you can wear those. They very versatile. You can wear them every day, all day, without them hurting your feet. But you wear them heels, being at 45 minutes, your feet start hurting. So, you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get them because they look good, girl. I'm gonna wear these and rock them and everything. But before long, you coming out because you can't bear the pain that it's putting you through. You get what I'm saying? So it's good to you looking at somebody and saying, hey, I like how you look, but are you gonna be a good fit for me to deal with every day? You gonna be like, am I gonna be compatible with you? Because you looking good don't mean to be compatible.
And that's right. And I agree with you, Alan. I love that analogy. Look like Reek having some technical issues, but she'll be back in. But I'm going to definitely
Hmm.
respond to what the analogy that you just gave. Perfect. So that's the way most people, I mean, some people are. I'm not going to say most. They look at the person and say, oh, they look so nice. Put them on and not a good fit. Those people, the
Hmm.
person is lame or they too much to handle and start, hurting, messing around with the person's heart. So it's like, okay, so I'm attracted to the way the person look, but they don't fit my lifestyle.
All right.
So I agree with that wholeheartedly, man. Just be yourself so you can attract the person that you will be most likely compatible with.
And you see,
Now,
we often put up, you see, you meet the person's representative. And
mm,
we ask ourselves like, because some people can hold that facade for so long. You can be with a person 5 years, you can be with a person 3 years, be 3 months, but when you go through situations and you know, they kind of usually show their hand. Like some people you try to play mind games. Well, I'm gonna do this and try to get a trigger out of them. But why you
mm-hmm,
really trying to get a trigger out of a person and seeing if everything going smooth, why you gonna throw turbulence? Let life itself. Don't even have to try to throw more out there to kind of get a trigger. Now he's starting to look at you differently. Like, man, why is she playing all these mind games instead of like being the adult
mm-hmm,
person that she is, the person that she supposed to be. Now because now I'm being the person I am, standing on my square. She's trying to get a reaction out of me because some people like that toxicity,
mm-hmm.
but nah.
Right. I say that too. That plays into the compatibility and not compatible. And as for me, I'm not compatible with people with the game. Let's be straight up. The more real you
Hmm.
are, the better I'm attracted, the more I'm attracted to you.
Now
I
you
go
say you
by,
say that. You said it
yeah.
real. That's a deep thing right there. You know, because some people want you to be real but can't handle the real. That truth pill is a real tough pill to swallow. Like if I say, hey, this hypothetically speaking, babe, how I
Mhm,
look with this outfit on, what you think about it? I'm like, babe, you look good with it. But here go the conjunction, the but.
mhm,
It might be a little too tight or look like you put on a little bit too much, well, weight, so around the midsection and looking kind of a little tight right there. How would you react to that? Because now you want him to be truthful, but when he's being truthful, sometimes that taps into your emotion. Because now you're gonna
mhm.
like, oh my God, I'm getting a little fat. He don't really like how I look, and he don't think I'm like this, and he's probably messing around. So now it's triggering something within themselves.
I
But
gotcha. And I'm definitely about to respond to you on that one. So welcome back. We got our girl Reed. So he was saying, Reed, that sometimes I said I'm more attracted to people that's real. The realer you are, the more I'm attracted to you. And I know we're compatible in that matter, the real that you are. And so he had stated that sometimes
Yeah.
when women say real and a man be too real with them, that the woman might become offended and take things real personal. Now, I'm like from my experience, I think, let's see how I want to word this. It's all about how you say something. I want you to be real. Like with me, I want my person to be real, but
mm-hmm,
not rude. It's a difference
okay,
between it. It's a difference between it. You know how they say it's a thin line between love and hate? There's a thin line
mm-hmm,
between confident and arrogant. It's a thin line
Mm-hmm.
between such and such. I think it's a thin line between being real and rude. It's all about the way that you say it. Now, Alan, what traits actually make someone compatible with your lifestyle, values, and emotional needs?
What tricks? Uh, so me is that there's 24 hours in a day. That's time that we can't get back. And somebody asked me a question the other day: what would you really have? Health, wealth, time, or love? Health is one of the top things on my thing, But I, I work a lot. I'm a go getter because and some people can adjust to my lifestyle about being gone so much because I do tours. I do go to different cities and different states and be on a tour bus, be on a plane, be in the hotels a lot. And some people can't handle that lifestyle because oh, I want him with me, if I'm doing this and doing that. But, you know, there's a balance, there's a Libra scale right there.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you rather be busy or broke.
Mm,
Or, like if I'm booked and busy, like I'm saying when I have my free time because I know that the person I'm dealing with is important. So you make
mm,
time for what's important, who's important. So I'm like, okay,
right.
baby, look, let me dissect it for you. I'm gonna be gone for 2 weeks. When I come back, I'm gonna take a week and a half, 2 weeks off. Let's plan something. Let's schedule something. Let's go take a trip. Let's go, do something around the house. Be a tourist in our own city. Let's do something. Make the best of that
Yes.
time. Then when I'm go back on the road, if you're available, hey, would you like to come? I'm going to Florida. I'm going to California. I'm going to New York. Going to
Yeah.
wherever, Miami. Would you like to come if you're available? Good. That's good. Let's make it. Let's make time. Let's set aside some time when we out and go.
Yes. And
Um.
I'm gonna piggyback on you with that, Alan. So I do agree with you. Either you want the money, you want the provider, or you want the man to be there with you and not have as much money. So I can see that the woman that would need is somebody to be understanding in your job, your lifestyle,
hmm
and
And
still
like
be
I said,
loyal.
because there's when we sleep, money is moving. I trade. I do real estate. Crypto, it doesn't shut down. Stock market open at 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'm in the Central Time. This is Eastern Time. So if I'm sleeping till 7 o'clock, stock market open up. I'm missing money moving. So I'm up at 4 o'clock in the morning, 4:30 in the morning, catching the stock market. Then by
Mhm.
10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, I could say, hey, I made money on stock. I had some meetings. I could call some clients. I could take me a nap. And he like, it's 11 o'clock. Why are you taking a nap? What kind of work you doing? You ain't doing nothing. You Nah, my work day started at 4 o'clock. It
Okay.
is 11 o'clock. I knocked it out the way. I can relax a
Mhm.
little bit, unwind, get back in it and kick in second gear after lunch. Go have a little
So
lunch meeting, whatever.
yeah, so let me make this clear. So you're saying the traits that you're looking for in a woman to make you that can be compatible with your lifestyle, she would have to be understanding. She would
hmm
have it sounds like something going on for herself because that would keep her busy while you taking care of your things, keep her busy and loyal and still doing things for herself. Is that correct?
Yes. Some women, I ain't gonna say some because not everybody, most women want a guy that's gonna teach them something, you know, or to learn something from them. They say they want a leader, they want somebody to teach them. I won't be able to have my person say, "Hey, baby, look, I'm 48 years old, I'm
Hmm.
retired," and they're like, "You young and you retired?" I'm like, "I work when I want to work. I might want to pick
Yeah.
up a contract here, work 5 6 months, take the rest of the year off, take the 2 years off." But they like, "Oh, how are you able?" Okay, let me teach you. Let me show
Mm.
you. And then
Now
now
you,
I'm
now
showing
you
you.
just wait. You just wait 1 minute, Alan. You just wait 1 minute. You 48 years old and retired. Shit, teach me. Ain't that right, Ree? Ree, can you hear me? I don't know. She having some technical issues, huh?
She's struggling over there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it looked like
and I've been kind of
teach
just
me,
working.
my
I've
dog.
kind of been doing my stuff for the last about 8 years, 80 years or so. So right before I made 40, I was kind of like, okay, hey. But you see, it's not what you make, is what you do what you make. We don't have these conversations at the dinner table for Thanksgiving or for Christmas or even for breakfast or Sunday dinner about finances, man. Roth IRAs, high yield savings accounts, CDs, annuities, annuity tins,
Mhm.
investments. We're not having these conversations with our families, with our loved ones. They're not teaching
Yes.
that in school, but you're looking at other people, their son and daughters and grandsons and granddaughters. They're getting out of high school with a brand new vehicle. Then by the time they're 30 years old, they in a $250,000 house. Like, how does this happen? Okay, hey, life insurance
Right.
policies.
Now
You
check
know,
this out. Now check this out, Alan. We're gonna definitely have you back. So we need to know the deals. I'm all about helping out our community. So the next
hmm
time we're back, we're gonna be talking about some finances so you can give us some game possibly. You you
got you.
you got a charge for that? Or are you open to helping the community?
Hey, I'm good with it. Y'all don't mind helping, man. Listen, iron
All right.
sharpens iron. Iron
So yeah,
sharpens iron.
so let's go ahead and get back on topic because we definitely gonna have you back to help out the community.
Let's go.
Now, now check this out. I'm trying to think of one. Now, has compatibility, let's talk about this. Has compatibility ever surprised you? Like, for example, someone you didn't expect to vibe with, but everything just worked.
Yeah,
There
of
wasn't,
course.
there wasn't the best looking one. It might not been a 10 or Instagram model, but it's something about that person just made it work.
Of course. Like, you gotta go into situations with an open mind. Like, I like to use analogies. They got a lot of people that don't like to eat sushi because they think it's raw fish, but they got a lot of sushi that's cooked. So they're gonna turn down eating sushi. They're gonna, that's raw. I'm not eating that
Mhm.
because of that until they try it. So
Okay.
this person might not be it might not be at a 10. They could be a
Mhm.
solid 6.5 or 7.
Okay.
And but I could sit down and say, hey, I had a vibe with you. I had a conversation with you, a stimulating conversation with you. It wasn't just no, hey, we talking about, the latest fashion, what LeBron doing and what, you know, Usher's doing or Beyonce. Nah, we having a politics, religion. We talking about, investments. We talking about, generational wealth, this kind of things. And we could sit back and actually sit back and have a conversation and vibe, and we have compatibility. Hey, we could go bowling, we could go to the gun range, we
Yeah.
could go shark fishing, and I'm like, okay, this wasn't expected, but I rocked with you.
So
So
so Alan, so you're telling me this. You telling me this. If if the person if you connect with the person on like recreational things or other type of um of I guess activities, then you're willing to lower that attraction level and give that person a chance. Like, tell me, like on a scale of 1 to 10, how much attraction is versus what y'all have in common. Like, how much
mm,
does that? I'm trying to gauge here. How much does this weigh?
I got to be attracted to you, but like I say, a 10 is like, I can't sit here and say, hey, somebody's a perfect 10. You
Okay.
know, some saying they're gonna have a lot of people that they're gonna. I know I'm a 10. I know I'm a 10. baby, pipe down. You're a solid 7.5. Like because a
Mm,
10 don't just come with the looks to me. It's,
that's
it's
right.
like okay, you can have a little. You could look good. You could be in looks. You could be a solid 7.5. But then your ambition threw you up some. Your on your drive, your tenacity, your conversation. You know,
Hmm.
you might do something that I think is totally cute that other people
Yeah.
like say, oh, I don't like that, and that kind of throw you extra points. So it's not all
Mm,
about the looks to me. You get things got to blend to make this like okay, hey, yeah, you're a
mm,
10 because if I'm just gauging it off of looks, I can't
yeah.
gauge it off of looks. I know like hey, I don't look the same like I looked 10, 15 years ago. I might got
Hmm.
a little extra looser skin here, put on a little weight there, but hey, I hope I got rely on these good genes.
And I agree with that as well. Cause hey, attraction is attraction physically, but I do agree that some people like when they hear attraction, they automatically go to physical. But it's a lot of
Hmm.
different things attracted to someone other than the physical. Now, how do you know? How do you know when you're projecting versus generally connecting with someone? I'm gonna tell you this one. Like, I've seen people that say, "Oh, well, they're very attractive, they're this or whatever," and they already done planned out the wedding. You just
Right.
going by how you the person like and what you know about the person on a surface level. It could be a co-worker, it could be a church member or whatever. You just know a little bit about the person. It's different when you get a little deeper with the person. So that's how you really would find out if you were compatible or not. But when they first meet the person, just knowing a little bit, they already have the wedding plan out and everything. So I'm like, I look at that as projecting versus
Right.
not really connecting. You don't know too much about the person to connect with them. Now,
Right.
Arlisa
Right.
said in the let's take a look at the comments real quick. We have Arlisa stating that sensitive people think all realness is rude. That's true. Connection breeds attraction. Oh, I like that.
So
So she's
I like
saying that
I
the
like how
more
they say
you
that because
connect, the more that
my
you
grandfather always said confidence breeds success. That was
mm,
like a thing I always used to say. So you could be a confident person. You walk in the room and own the room, but you got. So I like
mm-hmm.
that. I like that the saying.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now, do you think people confuse attraction with like entitlement? For like wanting someone because they look good on paper or online? This playing into what I just said. Like just wanting people because they look good on paper and online. And they say that, oh, they look good on paper and online. I deserve them type of thing. They're not worried about getting to know them any type of deeper to see if there's really a connection there.
Now, when you saying that, because on paper you got to get a reference from somebody. Where are you getting
Okay.
this reference from?
Mm-hmm.
Because like I could gas myself up. I could glaze myself and say, hey, look, yeah, I'm 6'2", 245. I'm this. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm this, that, and the other.
Mm-hmm.
But until you say Google, who is Alan Kraft? Or somebody knows me, man. Who is this guy? Who really is this person? Because a person. How many of us went out there to an interview and kind of just did a little white lie about our resume?
Okay.
Just kind of gas our resume up a little bit to look a little good. I'll talk to Chat GPT. Chat, why don't you just go ahead and glaze this up a little bit to make this resume look a little spiffy?
Mm.
And then you presented it to your employee and say, hey, I want the position. What's up? I want $37 an hour. And you really, yeah. But
So I agree. Because
so
people could
on
tell you
paper,
on paper, people could tell you anything. They can set
anything,
themselves up online like they the biggest and bestest catch, right?
right. But until you really get into like, okay, hey, I'm analogy king. I could say, hey, I'm the best defensive lineman in the state of Louisiana, and then coach, won't you put me in? I'm gonna slaughter these guys. You put me in the game, and guess what? I can't make one tackle.
Man.
I can barely get off the ball.
Oh,
You know, and I'm sitting there like, man, I'm telling the coach, man, coach, you know who I was, you know who I am, and man, they put me in the game, and I can't perform to the any kind of expectations. But I sit there and I gaslighted you and told you, hey, I'm this, that, and the other. So a lot of people gonna gaslight you and tell you, hey, you this, but guess what? You sit back and they say you can find the truth in the lie.
hmm I agree with you wholeheartedly. Let's take a look at the comments again. One of our viewers want to ask, does attraction need to be a major factor to be considered compatible? And how do you truly know when you're compatible?
Do attraction need to be
A major
because
factor.
I made the fact that to me it don't because like that you want to be able to look at a person, but that don't have to be the prime. Is the looks going to satisfy you? Is the looks going to teach you something? Is the looks going to provide for you? Is the looks going to protect you? Is the looks going to hold you when you go in this? It's no. His look is gonna just say, okay, I can look at this person when I'm crying and try to feel a little better because he looks a little good. But this person needs to know how to pour into you and how to take away the burdens and take away some of the stuff that you're going through versus just oh, he looks good, but this dude's dumb as a bag of rocks. He can't do nothing for me but stay in the mirror longer than I can and then go in the gym for this many days a week, but he don't do nothing for me. He
Now,
ain't
I
pouring
agree,
into me.
but Alan, I know god darn well attraction has to be some type of level because
You got it. It's a level. I got to be able to look at you. I don't want to look over you, lay in the bed and wake up and look at I'm looking at Wesley Snipes or what you call Martin with the Martin girl on who it was on Shanae on Martin. I
yeah,
don't want to look at them. I got to
I
be
was
able to look
talking.
at you.
That's right. I was talking to a coworker earlier, and I said, "Wait a minute, now let me tell you something. I, I do agree that attraction is on a level type of thing. I'm not looking for no Instagram model. I'm not looking for anybody that's of a
All
10
right.
or whatever. I feel that the higher you go as for looks, the lamer or they're gonna lack somewhere else on
Mm-hmm.
connecting with the next person because they've been when you're so attractive, you don't have to do too much. People just give you
Mm-hmm.
what you want. People won't hold you to a certain
You
um
feel entitled, man. Listen, look how many girls,
yeah,
I'm sorry, these built body women out there that be on Instagram, be on Facebook, be on TikTok, and got these thousands of viewers out there looking at them and salivating over them. And they say,
yeah.
oh, you know what? Could you give me $20 for lunch? And now she sell it to 50 people or
Mhm.
500 people. Guess what they're going to do? And she say, well, I'll give you my number. You can get a Google number somewhere. You might get a little, what a common number. One of them fake numbers. And she going to tell you all this just to get your money. And then because she look good and she body built like this, and now you're gonna fall for the okie doke. Now she do that every day because she look good. But how many guys can do the same thing? Let's figure that
That's
out. I'm gonna sit back and wait.
and that's right because I have a personal thing that I do. I don't believe in extremes. Like the person can't be so not attractive, and the person can't be so attractive. I like that middle range because in that middle
Mm-hmm.
range, went through life. Everybody haven't said yes to you just because you look good or whatever, and things like that. So you did experience some type of life to form yourself as a person and to be considerate of others. So let's take a look here. We have Robert Jenkins in the comment section. Looks are the first attraction, and the more you talk and hang out with a person, the truth comes out. That is so true. Also in the comment section, we have my co-host. I'm so sorry, guys. We're having she was having some technical issues tonight, but she's still here to support. and engage with us. We have Read with the T in the comment section. She said, yes, there has to be some kind of attraction. I
You can
agree.
have
Some
some kind. I want to
some
look
kind.
at you, but I don't want you to be all like, I'm like, well, you take off that makeup and I'm sitting there looking like the crypt keeper. I gotta be able to look at you, but you know, I'm, I want to see you, I want to see you natural and all dolled up, but I want to see that
That's
natural first before I make that say, hey, we're going any further than this because you can get
yes,
all dolled up and then you take all that beat off and you
mhm,
looking like you really got beat.
yes. And like the co-host said, attraction is how you start, compatibility is how you stay. That's right, girlfriend. Renee,
Yeah.
Renee, viewers in the comment section, I need to be physically attracted to you before I can grow a mental connection with you. I agree. Like I was telling one of my coworkers earlier, I said, don't you come in my face if you don't take care of yourself. You come in my face and you having, I don't know what that shit is, some white shit at the corner of your mouth, and you're smiling and you got plaque and shit all on your teeth. I mean,
You know,
like what
I got a,
the
I got a question for that one, dude.
fuck?
I like kind of dissecting that. I want to unpack that. What's her name that asked the question?
Dealing with the attraction.
Yeah.
I forgot what she said. She was
She
like, it's
said, I need
attraction
she said, I need to be physically attracted before I can grow a mental
mental
connection with you.
yes, mental connection.
Okay. What if
So
the person that's coming to you might not be the cutest, might not be the finest, he ain't looking like Tay Diggs or Morris Chestnut or Idris Elba, but this guy stimulates you mentally because I like to go deep. I think
mm-hmm,
mental taps into that sexual because I gotta be in tune and in sync with you to say, hey, it's about to go down. Yeah, you can look at me and say, oh, he's fine. He could get it. How many of y'all women out there say looking at the guy and say, okay, he could get it from just looking at him and say, oh yeah, he's fine. He my type. Oh yeah, he could get it.
yeah,
But
we
then you
do that.
talk to him.
Yes, we
But
do
then
that.
yeah, we are us too. But then when you talk to this guy, you like, damn, this dude dumb as a bag of rocks. He talks stupid. Like he talks about himself. He's so self-centered. He ill mannered. He rude. He just he eating and just smack his teeth and all. Man, I don't know. And it turns you off. But then the guy don't look all like up to par. I ain't gonna say up to par, but now what you would typically go for would sit back in there and have you like, damn, okay, all
And
right.
see,
But then he might not be the cutest, but when you start tapping into you right here, I
mhm,
was always too. You tap into that head, that body gonna follow. That's just me. I say what I
now,
said.
now check this out, Alan. I agree with Renee. She said there's gotta be something that attracts me to you before I can
Yeah,
start a conversation. Period.
it gotta be. But like Renee, say if a guy approach you before you approach him, the
Mm.
guy like because women don't be looking like that. Y'all do be looking, but y'all don't be looking like that. Guys will see you like, oh yeah, she's nice. We're gonna step to you, and then we're gonna come and then you might look back and like, oh nah. But then he starts talking because he not your first round draft pick. Might not be his second. He might be the third or fourth, but he's still in the game. You still ain't gonna get a man a chance to play.
You know what I want? You know the ideal person or mate that I want? I want a late bloomer. That's what I want. I want one of those men that was not really the most attractive in high school. You know what I'm saying? They didn't get all the
Mm-hmm.
girls or whatever. They
He's
might have
ugly
been a nerd.
duckling, and
They
he
might have
came
been a
through.
nerd. They
He got
might
a
have
little
been
softy on you.
that's
I'm
right.
trying to read through the comments.
They might be skinny on the basketball team, but guess what? They grew into their looks. That's what I want. Because you want to know why? Because they look fine as hell now, but they still have the mind, the
Okay.
mentality of that late bloomer or not so popular kid in high school. That's who I
Mhm.
want.
Okay. Renee said she gonna look at the smile, his
Yes.
eyes. You know what?
And
They all
even
can't
his
be like
swag.
Renee. Renee, they all can't be like me. I'm just saying.
Oh Lord, I find that attractive too, Renee.
Okay.
Chantel, now check this out. Chantel say, is it possible to have a first connection and later develop a physical connection or
Yeah.
attraction? Physical
Yes.
attraction?
Yes. Cause like man, listen, like I said, I came across that I have people that try to hook me up with somebody. Like recently, somebody tried to say, "Hey, I got a friend of mine that just like you, and you know, she's a vibe." Listen,
Mhm,
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm not. Don't make it seem like I'm better than anybody. No, I'm just. We have our what we like, and
mhm,
she was about a solid 4.5, maybe
okay.
5. You know, look wise, but she said she's cool. She got an ambition. Man, we could sit back and sit. We could have a whole conversation. I could talk to you. I could pour into you, but that'd be it. It's not gonna be nothing more, nothing less. We're just gonna be cool. We could sit back and have a meal with some friends. Because I don't want you to think that, hey, Ben, you and I sitting there having a meal is an intimate thing that is gonna progress anything else. Nah, we could sit back and just, invite some people over to have a conversation, pour into
Mhm.
you, with this and that. But that's it. But I'll
Are
still be
you
cool with you.
a four? What made her a four? Because y'all connected, like you said, y'all connected.
No, no,
It
no.
was good.
We never connected. I never talked to her. Somebody tried
Oh,
to see. She was looking at me and she said, "I think you're cute. I heard some good things about you and great things. I like to
yeah.
get to know you." And I'm sitting there like, "Oh, okay." And I'm sitting there like you say, "Who been writing these all? Who been telling you about something? Because I want to know what they've been telling you because
Okay.
they should know that. Hey, you know, baby, we
All
two
right. I ain't,
different
I ain't
levels."
gonna be too hard on you. I'm not gonna be too hard on you in regards to that. Now, Alec, how does social media, um, how does social media or romantic daydreaming shape who we think we want?
Man, social media give you a whole plethora of what a lot of stuff that it just it to me it's crazy on there. Like I don't pay attention to it because it's AI is crazy right now. You hear me? You can make yourself go like Beyonce with AI right now, and these women getting these looking like AI Beyonce, and they putting these pictures up there, and then they catfishing you to the T,
Oh shit.
but then they all
So
start to
you
look the same.
right. So you saying you don't believe too much on what's on the social media because it could be altered.
No, they could be
AI, you
all.
got
Listen, I'm a photographer, videographer. You know how many
mm,
people come to me and say, "Hey, could you make me look a little smaller? Could you take it? I got a double chin. Could you make my chin neckline a little slimmer?" You know how
oh
many people
wow.
ask me to do that on a regular? I'm a, I'm 200 pounds. I want to like I'm 150. Could you take in my hips a little bit? And I'm sitting there like, baby, you know how you look before you came here. If you want to be looking good, they're looking like 150 when I took your pictures. You should have worked towards that 150. These pictures wasn't going anywhere.
So you telling me that okay, so we got all this AI stuff going on social media. People use it all the time. I use it sometimes myself. I'm not gonna lie. I just like to
Mm-hmm.
get to a fairy, you know, and stuff like that, creative shit. But you're telling me even in real life, when they come to you to get photographed, have a little photo shoot, that they actually ask you to manipulate their body in that way as well?
Yes,
What?
they want. Listen, I took a picture,
Yeah.
and this girl
Well,
specifically said, "Hey, before you post that picture, tell AI to make me look." And she was like, she was thick, but she wasn't. No, like I'm sitting there like she's a nice thick. I want to look a little slimmer, and I'm sitting there like, baby, like you good. Like I know angles. You shoot you a little higher to make you look a little slimmer down there. I'm gonna shoot higher. You're gonna look slimmer. You're gonna be good. Don't worry about it. Nah, and I want to look like this. Well, guess what? You could just went straight to the paying me $600. You could have went straight to AI and could have did your whole thing.
And so that's what I think. I think that this social media, this AI type stuff is reshaping our minds in society. That's why we're focused
Mm-hmm.
on much of this physical attraction versus other
Man, look,
type of
I'm
attractions
tired of going
or
on
real.
Facebook right now and seeing all these women with these built bodies because everybody looking the same. They getting their breasts done, they getting their hips, they getting the butt done, and uh, man, listen, I'd rather you go ahead and say, hey, I put in this work, went to the gym, and did this and got it in out the mud. Man, I lost 120 pounds in 9 months.
Oh,
Ain't been on no surgeries. Ain't
oh,
been. I was in
wow.
the gym 3 days, 2 days, 2 days, twice a day, 6 days a week. Got it
I'm
in. Dropped
drinking.
100 some pounds.
I'm drinking to that, Alan.
That shit
Congratulations on
hurt. I
that.
mean, that
That
shit
shit
hurt.
hard.
And but
That
but
shit hard.
I respect myself more. Like I didn't go ahead and I put in the work, and that's a lot of things. What people don't do, they won't go ahead and say alter their body or do this. You can't alter. You can alter your body all you want. You can't alter that mind because you can all do all this to your body. You still gonna be sour and mess up in the head. So
There
what you
you
did all
go.
that for? That
Okay.
you change your body, ain't change your attitude, ain't change your perspective in life, ain't change.
Mhm,
All you now you gonna go out there and you want these guys to respect you, but you up there
mhm.
got your ass out. You want these guys to respect you. You want a good husband. You want this, but you got your titties out, and you mad when
Right,
they try to grab you, talk to you reckless and
right.
everything. Guess what? You put the presentation, man. Listen, when I go to a steakhouse or a restaurant and somebody and the waiter walk around with whatever the steak is, and I'm looking at the table like, I want that
Hmm.
because the presentation got me. Now, if you got to do all this stuff, and now when you start ordering off the menu and they want to take to you and order at you and shoot at you, and you're like, oh, they being disrespectful because look what you doing. Hey,
Yeah.
your presentation is putting it out there. Now you get
Right.
mad because you got all this the wrong intention. But you said, I just
The
want a good
wrong.
man. Okay, how you want a good man? You putting out the
I
I
agree
don't
with you.
know.
Now, the comment section do have a question for you, Alan. Renee asks, so if you grow an attraction, if you grow a connection with someone, but they don't look like their Facebook profile, you'll adopt them?
I'm gonna say, listen, here go the real part. You want to be
Be truthful.
listen,
Be truthful if
listen,
they don't look like their Facebook profile.
listen. That happened to me. I'm listening. This person profile picture was had to been like at least 10 or 12 years ago because you sending me pictures like I'm like yeah it's clockwork and the pictures look I'm like yeah I like this. Then I finally met up and I'm sitting there like look at my phone, look at you, look at my phone, and I want to ask but I didn't know how to ask.
Hmm.
And I'm sitting there like okay so it was awkward. This was before AI was pushing heavy because you in this picture is like 12-year difference or 10-year difference. Like you could have been
Summary of
real
it
and say,
all,
hey,
Alan, the summary of it all, would you not give her a chance? Would you not
Nope.
deal with her?
Nope, you're
no,
not.
no, no, nah,
I don't
because
know. I don't know if I
because
believe that. I don't know if I believe that, Bree. I don't know. It took them a long time to say some no. I don't know if I believe it.
He was
we have to
trying to
have a
fix it up.
discussion.
He was trying to
If
fix it up to say he wouldn't.
yeah, because like this, like okay, if I did the same thing to you, would you date me?
I would
No,
say this.
I'm not.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, Bree say no. I
And
say
and she did that
if
with
it's
no
a
hesitation.
but guess what, Alan? I say this. If it's a drastic difference, then no, you fooled me. But if it's just a slight difference, because people pick pictures that they think they look the best in to put on social media.
Hey, this was a
Now,
drastic difference.
I would say
This listen, I don't play no games now. FaceTime, please.
mm,
Google message. Let's Google Duo or whatever Meet. Let's go Facebook message now, please, because you ain't
Oh,
gonna
well,
catfish me.
now guess what? Renee in the comment section, I think she might got you, Alan. She say, see,
Hmm.
that physical attraction. So yes, that is a level of physical
Yeah,
attraction,
yeah, but
right?
Renee, I say you gotta have some physical attraction, but like her conversation, it there's a level. Okay, let's put a scale. 1 out of 10.
Okay.
How important is physical attraction?
For me, one
Seven
out
and
of
a
Yeah.
10.
half.
You
Seven and a
say half?
half.
You
Seven
said
and a
seven and a
half.
half?
You got to have some. Your
She said
teeth
seven
got to
and a
be
half.
right.
What was she
I have
say?
to be able to look at you.
Okay.
Your
Well, what's
smile,
your
like Renee said, your
well,
smile.
what's your level?
So I would say I see I'm scared to say seven because in my head, see, I used to watch Kevin Samuels. That's my boy. Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. Rest in peace. But I used to watch Kevin Samuels, and he say never say seven. He said everybody like to rate a seven.
I said seven and a half.
And she said seven and a half. Look how clever she's being. I'm gonna say six. I'm gonna hit it with the six because I'm more
Okay.
of a I'm attracted to the mindset. Yes, I
Right.
do have to find something attracted to your physical, whether it be the way that you walk, your height, your skin complexion, your eyes, your teeth, your mouth, something. I have to have some type of attraction to you. But the way you're gonna get me for real is that mind.
Right.
The way
Now,
you
me saying now y'all both saying that, and I say I can never say somebody is a 10. You could be fine as hell. I don't care. You could just be stacking. I'm like, oh, she nice, but I ain't talked to her yet because you could have that mind. I could sit there and talk to you, and you go from sugar to shit in 3.2 seconds, and now you
not
at a
sugar,
six.
not sugar the shit. Just
You go
like
from
that, huh?
sugar to shit like that because now I'm trying to have a general conversation with you. But now that you know that you look, because some of these people that they think they tens and they figure they know they're 10, they're gonna try to act the part. And don't you ain't gotta have no attitude, man. Be humble. You know, like and once you start talking like looking at me like you think you the shit and the tallest, I'm like, girl, okay, you just look good, but you know you can't cook grits, you can't make some cornbread from scratch, you can't make your own roux of gumbo. Now you're 3.
Now look at this. This is that Southern Louisiana talking there. Y'all hear them talking about y'all? You can do gumbo. You can make
So you
cornbread. That's
wouldn't
that
want
Southern
her if she
Louisiana
couldn't
talk.
cook.
Huh?
You don't
Say it
want her
again,
if she couldn't cook certain dishes.
No, she ain't gotta cook certain dishes. I'm just saying, look, we can't talk politics or religion. We can't talk finances because we can't talk about no. So now you're 4.5. You just look good. That's it. You're a trophy. What purpose is the trophy? Let's be
Look
what
up.
purpose is the trophy?
That's it. Look at Ren in the comment section talking about we like Jeffrey cornbread. Who like Jeffrey cornbread?
Hey, like, listen, I ain't never on no hot water cornbread or pan fried cornbread. It don't matter. Look,
Nah,
the trophy has no purpose is to sit there and look good.
that's it. Now this brings me to this right here. Let's say this. So what does it look like when compatibility shows up? Since we saying all this, what does it look like when
Barack and Moshe and Michelle, they're a power couple. Michelle ain't the best looking, Barbara ain't best looking, but guess what? I would date Michelle, I would date Oprah, and all that kind of they ain't the best looking. Whoopi Goldberg, I would date Whoopi Goldberg.
now you just wait 1 minute, Alan. Why would you date Oprah Winfrey?
I would date her. I said I would.
But for what? But for what though?
Cause she a pop man, listen, we gonna pour into she got a little bit more money than me, but she can teach me something. We gonna pour into each other. I'll date
Because of
her.
that money. Because of that money, huh?
She don't have to be the money because I see she got ambition. She got push. She got drive. She ain't gonna sit on her hands and expect me to do it. No, she gonna work with me, not against me. I'm with you, baby. Let's go.
Okay.
She ain't the
I
best
can.
looking. We be in there. I love you. I'm gonna sing it to her too. Girl, you know I love you.
I know that's right.
And they better not even look at it either. Cause I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna walk around. I'm gonna be the gentleman in the street. I'm gonna hold it open. Just let her walk through. I'm gonna slap her in the ass when she passes. Baby, I love you. And kiss you right in the mouth. I'm
No
telling
shame.
you,
With
no
no
shit.
shame.
I'm gonna hold her hand and everything, and they look at her crazy. I'm like stupid about what you looking at, bro. You know what you
Okay.
saying?
Ooh.
She not
Jesus.
ugly. She not ugly, but hey, she not no like Renee say she not no seven.
Yeah.
Somebody said Oprah not ugly.
She not.
Yeah. Yeah, she
I would
not
date
ugly.
her. I would take
Oprah,
Oprah.
I was saying I'm just a girl because I'm a female looking at another female. And Alan, you rate Oprah as well. I would say Oprah is like a 5. Would you say
I
Oprah on a scale of 1
I
to
say
10?
5.5, 6. I'll give her a 6
Okay, Oprah.
because
Would you say
Oprah slimmed up a little bit. She made like her thick spine came through, and I like that.
okay? That give a few points up.
Yeah.
Now, tell me this. How can you tell early on if
No,
someone
her age.
fits?
I like listening. She says age
Oh,
a problem. No,
oh,
age ain't nothing but a number.
okay. AJ number to number, baby. Now, Alan, how can you tell early on if someone fits your real life, not just your ideal life? Because I know
I
that
mean,
your job, the way that you do, well, you retired, but
yeah, when
um,
they accept it, because some people ain't gonna accept it, they're gonna reject it. You don't see it. They're gonna tell when they start acting distant and start being dismissive to you. It's gonna show, man. They representative gonna start seeing it. I'm say hello, goodbye.
mm, so that's
It's
how you
gonna
can tell.
show.
You can tell early on is because if you could,
Man, you know
they're
what?
dismissed.
I'm gonna
What
pray on
else?
it. I'm like God to unveil this person. Give me the spirit
Mm,
of discernment to kind of let me see this person for who they truly are.
yeah.
Let it be all of you and none of me because guess what? I'm gonna see them from my perspective. I ain't gonna see it from a different perspective. I'm gonna sit back and be obedient and kind of like say, okay, hey, let me then not have these little like Flo said, give me I got these butterflies right now because she just came through with these tights and she's smelling good, like some Victoria's Secret love spell. Her hair looking
Okay.
like I did, the lips is popping and everything, and I'm sitting there and when she walking, I'm biting my lip, I just caught a little chill, like a Holy Ghost chill. And now I'm just up like, baby, I love you, whatever you want. And then next thing you know, she up there got this other dude and like she's be off the phone with me. Now she calling Tyrone.
Oh no. Oh no. So let's take a look at the chat right here. Let's see. We have Chantel in the chat. She said, "How compatible is compatible? You could be compatible in the bed, but don't know how to communicate."
You know what? That's what you gotta do. Y'all listen. I'm not gonna get on all women. Women, don't be scared to drop some jewels. If you don't like a man, I don't like to talk whatever. But we're gonna. I'm kind of keep it PG. If you
Okay.
don't like to him to drink from the juice box, tell me you don't like to drink from the
No.
juice box. You like him to get
Talk
the milk
regular.
done.
Don't keep you PG. Talk regular.
If you don't want him to go down, say, hey, I don't like that, because he might like that. He might love it. You might say, hey, my breath is my riding zone. Go for the breath. Don't be like, oh, he got to figure it out, because now he gonna make the wrong move, and now you check wrong move, or he can't kiss right. Tell me, hey, baby, look, let me work with you a little bit. He can't kiss right.
That's right.
Check. Or if he now don't do public display of affection. Check.
Mhm.
Communicate with these men because like everybody ain't the same. What you like and what she liked and what they like, you different. Tell a man what you like. Don't be trying to
That's
have him trying to figure it out because now this man got one chance to make the first impression and he gonna
mhm.
try to be there like I gotta do this right. So now the pressure's on him.
And he can't read minds. Who can read minds? Us females
Right.
can't read minds either. So that
Y'all,
has to
y'all,
be So that's compatibility at the first point anyway. Communication.
Yeah,
You have to be
because
able to
like think about it. What's the top three things in a relationship? Sex, finances, and communication. If sex was in the top three, why would it be up there? They want a
there
man
you
that
go.
can communicate pretty good. They want trust. They want communication, and they want some good sex.
All right now. So let's take a look at the viewers. They say, so if Alan, the talk show host, you remember Alan, the talk show host, approach you, will you give her a chance?
Talking
Would you
about
give
Ellen.
Alan? Yeah, Alan.
Oh, Nick Ellen. Oh, knock Ellen straight.
Okay.
Don't play with me.
He said he'll knock her straight.
Now you
Yeah,
told me,
yeah. Ellen go from the suits to skirts quick.
now you hold up one minute. Now what's attractive about Ellen to
Ain't
you? What Ellen?
ain't nothing
Her
so
money.
attractive
Her
about her.
money.
No, it's nothing attractive about. I got a point to prove. I'm gonna give you this act right. No, you think you say you like women, girl? I'm gonna bring you like a recliner. Don't play with
So
me.
you
And
look
then
at
I'm
that
gonna,
as a you look at that as a challenge to say that she
I,
like women.
I challenge. I'm gonna make you think you lost something.
And money, because any other
I don't
person
worry
that's
about the
out
money. Listen, I would not do it. Ellen is a challenge. Girl, I'm gonna fold you like a pretzel. Come here.
oh
Just
geez.
because you thought that she could do what I could do, but do it better, she could do it better. It's not gonna happen. I got something that she ain't got. It's called testosterone. I'm gonna fold
Okay.
you.
So it's not the money true enough, but it's the ambition that
Mhm.
they have to get to the money. That
Listen, I'm gonna
ambition.
tell you, no, I don't have to see. She ain't got to do nothing about the money. It's just the principle. Ellen, you like women. I'm about to show you that men do it better. Because think
Oh my,
about it.
oh my God.
Listen, women up there, they got these women on women. These women gonna get their little strap on and go start putting it in and trying to do something like that. And I don't understand why they be doing that kind of stuff because they doing the same thing a man gonna do, but you don't want a man, but you're gonna go be with a woman that's gonna do the same thing a man gonna do. But no, yeah, I'm still trying to figure that shit out. I don't understand. They gonna get that little
Okay.
thing and strap it on and dress like a man, act like a man, talk like a man, walk like a man, try to look like a man and everything. Put the strap on like a man, then they gonna say, "Oh, I don't want to be with a man. I want to be." Huh?
Okay. So he in for the challenge, Reed. He in for the challenge. He don't care about Ellen, how she look. I mean, Ellen, I
Mm-mm.
would say is more of a four. She's not really,
Yeah.
I don't think too much.
Ellen,
But she got
Ellen,
great. She made something out of herself and she got great, good amount of money. So I would say she, but he said he all
look,
about the challenge. But
now, if you would have said
yeah.
Oprah, I'd have left Oprah sitting on the couch. Oprah, I can't
Mm,
do it, baby. Like you in the color purple, you didn't do it for me then. You don't do it for me now. Like how you say the ugly duckling from back in the day.
mm,
Back then you didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all on me. She still ain't hot to me.
mm,
She's not even a simmer.
mm. So check this out. So we got Anthony in the comment section. He states that for some men and women, lies are attractive, fun, and exciting. I can see that, Anthony.
Say
Well
what?
played. He said for some men and women, lies are attractive, fun, and exciting.
Yeah, it's called True Lies. Man, listen, if men and women, nobody can say sit there today they never lie. They see some true lies to see how you gonna react. I told one girl I ain't got a job, I ain't got no
Mhm.
car, I live with my parents just to see if she was gonna mess with me.
And did she?
Nope. Then when she found out, she
Wait a minute.
said, nope. But she said, "Oh, I really like you. You ain't gotta have this and that. I'm not looking for nobody to do for me." But then when she found out I had none of that, and then when she see me, and then this time I had a nice car and a great job. And then when she
Okay.
found out I had a job and everything, she said, "So, well, how long you been working?" I said, "I've been working. I just wanted to get rid of you because to see how you really want to mess with me." So that weighed that out quick. Process elimination. You're the weakest link. Goodbye.
Okay. Now, Ree, it seems like you holding in a little strong here. Do you have any questions or anything before we
No,
close
no.
out?
Women lie all the time. Women be lying about their
I
eye
lie
color.
every day. I
Look,
lie every
well,
day. I tell a lie every day to somebody that I'm gonna do something that I ain't gonna do.
right.
Oh,
Listen, now look, women lie different than men. Women be lying about their breast size, their butt size, their eye color, their hair.
Men lie about their eye color, they size too.
that's true.
Yeah, you talking about size?
Cause the
Both
first thing
eye
y'all gonna
size
say is,
and that
"Ooh, I'm
size.
this."
Okay,
Huh?
you heard them.
I tell them, hey,
Men lie
I'm a,
too.
yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm.
Just
That's
like
why
that,
when they
some
ask you,
men are saying they gonna take you out on a date. Oh, I'm gonna show you a good time, and then they ask you for a ride. You ain't
mm,
got no car. You ain't
Mm,
taking me nowhere.
mm.
Uber,
Ren
we
says we
don't,
don't lie about our size.
man,
Shit.
Well,
Oh,
yes,
listen,
y'all do.
you don't. You
look,
don't,
You
Ren.
might.
how they say, take the tip of your finger and put it to your head and measure that tell you the size or, yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
The tip of your finger to this part of your thing and measure that. Y'all gonna
Mm.
have me want to measure my thing.
Oh no. Oh no.
Wait
No.
a minute. You don't got to
No.
measure it if you don't lie about it. So you shouldn't have to
Oh
measure
yeah.
it. You don't lie.
They don't. The women these days don't ask how big it is.
It don't.
They
You
want
know,
to.
right? You right because a woman we we align with whoever we align
Right,
with.
right. They
But
gonna look at your feet, say, okay, he got big feet. Okay, all the
if
time he
it's
got big
little,
shoes.
all our little juices gonna wait it up.
Right.
So
Mm.
anytime.
I'm a
They
joke.
they they're not asking your opinion. They're asking your credit, your FICO score now. But you got a
Oh.
740. Okay, we could talk.
Mm.
But you know what? That could be a lie too, because a lot of people are paying for credit now.
No matter what level of attraction you are, huh?
Mm. Hey,
That
listen, I
credit.
don't know. That
Uh-huh.
that
Sure.
that that credit tell you a lot. Are you responsible or irresponsible about life and finances?
Okay. So is that something that you're looking to in regards to compatibility? The female see, the female have to have some decent credit, or what you look
No, I
at
ain't
in
gonna say
regard.
you have to be responsible in finances. I'm not gonna sit
Okay.
here and bring in about 150,000, $200,000 a year, and then if I look back, I said, "Babe, how much we saved this year? Oh, we only saved $5,000. What?
Hmm.
Hell no! If we
Okay.
made $150,000, we at least saving 75,000. What we need to spend? Or we mean I need to save more than that. At least 60,000, 80,000 that need to be saved.
Hmm. Okay. Living within your means, saving more than you're spending. I agree
And
with that.
listen, I
Like
go
that.
shop at Marshalls, Burlington, Ross, outlets on a regular. I don't know. I got Michael Kors and all this kind of stuff, and it comes from guess what? These
Hmm.
outlets.
Okay. So I agree with you on that because like you stated earlier, for compatibility and making a relationship last, the top three:
Sex,
finances
finances, and trust.
and communication.
Right.
Finance, sex, and communication.
Okay. Let's do this in order. What's your high? Put it in order. What'll be
Okay.
yours?
My high will be communication. That's number one, communication. And then two will be finances. And then three will be sex. Because
Okay.
guess what? The communication is going to turn me on more than anything. And so I got the sex thing in order. I can teach you what I
I
want.
know that's right, girl. You better teach.
Well, Renee, Ray, what'll be yours? Your top three.
Who mine?
Yeah,
In,
in
in,
order.
in, in order. In order.
Sex,
Oh,
Sex
that's
sex,
number
number
one?
one.
Wait
and
a minute, sex
sex.
number one? Oh,
No,
Ooh,
no,
you
no,
a hot girl.
no.
A
I'm
hot
just.
girl.
So I would go with communication,
Mhm.
Financial stability. We got to set a foundation. Then, like you say, sex gonna come. I can teach you. I know a little
Right.
tricks or two.
Mm-hmm. I would say
Yeah,
we're in the same alignment. I'm gonna go communication, finances, and sex. Now
that's
look,
right.
they better pack a lunch and bring some Gatorade because it's
And
going
I'm
to stop.
saying and I say with the communication, it's all for. If we having struggles or whatever, let me know because baby, I'm good at
Yeah,
problem solving
yeah.
plan so we can get back on track. Because if you're not telling me nothing, ain't I mean we're gonna go down. So definitely communication with everything because we need to put our minds together to get that on board. And then, like you said, it's finances. We gotta have some type of thing going on there. And then sex, again, you just have to be open. You gotta be open with the sex. And I
Ah,
like,
Mm-hmm.
he said communication, finance, and head. I know that's right.
oh
I
Lord,
know
Ren.
that. Hey, the
The
head
right
is
head and
yeah.
finance.
Man,
Let's
listen,
talk about it.
listen. I'm gonna tell you like this. I was in a situation, and she said, like, you know how you say you gotta start off with how you got me, then you gotta keep that going.
That's right.
So, man, she didn't give head. She didn't ride. She didn't want me to do doggy. She didn't want to put me both her legs on my shoulder. I'm like, you know what? I'm out of here. I threw up the deuces and I dropped one. I said, I'm
Oh,
going. All
so
right, man, I
forget
can't.
communication and what you had, other things that you had compatible with her. She
Oh,
wasn't open.
I'm good. I'm done. Clock out.
Oh, uh,
Clock out.
come
She
on.
was selfish. Everything started unfolding. You was selfish. You couldn't, and the sex and communication wasn't there. Two
Mhm.
deal breakers. I'm good. I'm gone. Thank
Well, yeah, I agree with you on that. If that's your top three, communication, finances, and sex, two of those things not there, yeah, it was bound to fall. So Ren State, you should have picked her up and put her on the wall. Oh, whatever, Ren.
Man,
Whatever, Ren.
listen. She was listen.
She
How
went
they did
into it.
that? How did that? The African butterfly like a boy did on baby boy. That was she didn't want none of that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What I gave her was a exit strategy.
Okay, so we did. No, okay, so we rounding up to the 1 hour timing, and we did talk about a lot of things in regards to attraction versus compatibility. Now, at this time, this is where I go around the panel and have everyone to do their final reflection on this topic. So, let's go ahead and have Alan to do his final reflection on this topic.
Ladies first. You know, I'm a gentleman. I told you.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Well, go ahead, Reed, the number one co-host. What is your final reflection on this
But
topic?
Reed, you could close out after I do my thing because I know y'all got y'all thing and how y'all do it. I don't want to reinvent the wheel, but I like the ladies to go first. Though.
Okay, thank you, Alan. What you
Y'all
have,
ready?
Reed?
I
Yeah.
got attraction pulls you in, chemistry, energy, looks, vibes. It's exciting, but it can fade, shift, or confuse you. Compatibility is different. It's the alignment, values, communication, lifestyles, goals, emotional safety. It's how well someone fit in your life without you having to shrink yourself. Attraction says, I want you. Compatibility says, we can build something real. Let's set a foundation. The truth, you need both the spark to start it, the stability to keep it. But if you ever have to choose compatibility. Attraction can grow, respect, effort, and alignment can be forced.
I agree.
You know what?
Well
I ain't got nothing
said.
to say to that. I'm gonna let look on that part. You said it. Everything you need to say for me. All I'm gonna say, man, y'all be blessed. Y'all be humble. Y'all stay beautiful. Love yourself first. Love God. Love your family.
Amen. That's perfectly said, Alan. But let me go ahead and I have a little something to share as well.
Okay,
So
okay.
this is the summary of this whole thing, guys. If you don't take anything from this show, please take this. Because at the end of the day, attraction will bring people into your life, but compatibility determines who actually stays. As
Right.
we grow, heal, and evolve, we start to realize that the fantasy is easy. Fantasy is easy because it's edited, it's polished, and it's curated. But the reality, that's where the work, real connection, and real intimacy lives. So remember, sometimes the person who excites your imagination isn't the person who fits your soul. And choosing compatibility over fantasy doesn't mean settling. It don't mean that at all. It means that you're choosing peace, partnership, and emotional safety over temporary sparks. So until next time, stay raw, unfiltered, and ready for the next conversation. So I thank you guys. Until next time, you have a good night.
Hurt love is just the pain that I feel. I said it's hurt love. It's just the pain that I feel. I gave you too many years of my life and you played with me cause you had it shook with me. Yeah, you told me that you love me and you always be there. Then you came around and played like you really didn't care. I gave you all of me, my time, my love, my pain and separation. You had to tell me, nigga.